Salsa and salsa and salsa and that also is salsa. Hello everyone, welcome to, what day is it? Saturday?
Yeah, and queso.
Saturday. Oh yeah, and we got queso. We're over at Abuelo's, which is a Mexican restaurant that my parents have long recommended, but we never actually went. And recently someone gave us some gift cards to come here and we're like, alright, we're going tonight. So we're trying it out. They bring out a bunch of different sauces. They're all really good. It's like sweet, spicy, spicier, really hot, although it's really actually not all that bad. They're pretty good. We also got some queso. We decided to share fajitas,
Yes.
which is going to be fun because I don't think... we've shared meals before, like where you order something that's for two people and you share it, but it's very rare. So this is going to be the first time in a long time, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, apparently this place is pretty good. And if the chips and salsa are any indication, then we should be in for a good time. So that's all the stuff we got. Do you remember all the stuff we got?
No.
Chicken, steak, bacon wrapped stuffed shrimp, and then some other shrimp. And then there came with 4 sides.
Cilantro, rice, potatoes, beans.
And then beans. And then otherwise we each have our own toppings and we have our own tortillas. So it's about to be a friggin' Mexican party up in here. It's been a few hours, obviously, because now I have my glasses on and my contacts out. It was game night tonight. We played a lot of Left 4 Dead 2, which was a lot of fun. And now, since I'm getting ready to go to bed, I put my glasses on. But actually, before we went to dinner, we stopped by Player's Choice, and there was someone who recently brought in like a huge haul of games, and they said that they had a lot of stuff that I may be interested in, so I decided to go and take a look. And I actually got quite a few things, a lot of NES stuff, which is a little weird because I'm not like huge into NES. I like collecting, you know, all sorts of stuff, especially NES, or not NES, Nintendo, like NES, Super NES, and N64. I really like those 3, but of all of them, I like SNES the most, and then probably N64 the second. I wasn't, even though I grew up with an NES, I didn't have an NES for too terribly long before I moved on to Super Nintendo, so I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia or memories of the era. Anyway, I did get a few things because they had some interesting stuff and I decided to pick it up. So here's what I got. First things first, let me show you the things you'll probably recognize. I got Super Bomberman 2 for the Super NES, and I got Rampage World Tour. For whatever reason, I didn't have this, which is kind of odd because I always liked the game. I had Universal Tour growing up, and I played the crap out of that, but before that I rented this a lot, and I enjoyed it, so I was like, alright, let's pick up that game. Now for all of the NES stuff that I wasn't super familiar with, but I knew about some of them. Spiritual Warfare, Wisdom Tree game, one of the, you know, the Bible games. There's Bible Adventures and Joshua and Spiritual Warfare, and this is one I didn't have, so now we have that. Ghost Lion. I'm gonna be honest, I got this solely based on the cover art. It is ridiculous. It is some woman with some white tiger lion thing. I don't know. I have no idea what it's about, but that's, honest to God, the reason I got it. Best of the Best Karate. This is apparently a slightly rarer game, so I picked it up. Disney Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Picked this up because of Mao. Mao was like, that sounds ridiculous and I would love to try it. So we're like, alright, so we got that. Thrilla's Surfari. Honestly, he kind of reminds me of Funky Kong from the first Donkey Kong Country. Once again, no idea what this game is, but it sounded ridiculous, so we picked it up. Rockin' Ball. Once again, sounded ridiculous, so we picked it up. Can you tell that that's kind of a common theme in this? Yeah, if it sounded ridiculous, we picked it up. Solomon's Key. I've heard of this game before. I don't know what it is, but Roland said it was actually pretty good, so we picked it up. Rainbow Islands, which was produced by the same company that made Bubble Bobble. In fact, I think it was touted as like the sequel to Bubble Bobble, even though the gameplay is completely different. Picked that up as well. Then for some of the stuff I was really happy to pick up. We got a very pristine copy of Bucky O'Hare, which is really cool. It's a rarer game, although apparently the value of it shot up only fairly recently. But we got a copy of that, and also a sleeve, so I put that away. Dragon Warrior 4, which is a pretty hard to come by game. You don't see it very often. And that was one of the ones in the pile, and it was in really good shape. I need to clean it up a little bit, but otherwise it looks really, really good. And this one is probably what I'm most excited about. Baby Boomer. Baby Boomer is an unlicensed cart. It was developed by, I guess, Color Dreams. And this is a game I've known about, but I've never seen in person. Unlicensed, I don't know how many of these they made, but it's a light gun game. It's a shooting game where there's like a baby on screen, and there's snakes and bats and spiders that come and like try to attack the baby, and you have to shoot them before they get the baby. It's crazy and ridiculous, and it's a game I've known about for a while, but I've never seen a copy of it in person. And this is one of those that I would really like to do on First 20, and I probably will very, very soon. And then the last one I picked up just because I had never seen it before, Super Golden Card 78-1. This was, I don't want to say this was a common thing, but this was something that, I don't know if it's Chinese or Taiwanese, they would make these carts that had, you know, multiple games in one. And you can actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the one right here, like that's actually the Ghostbusters with the Ghostbusters logo. There's a bear in a hat. There's a bunch of other stuff that's probably also, you know, copyrighted imagery that they're just shoving on this cart. What's on this? I don't know. But I plan to try it out probably on the vlog, maybe in the next couple of days, and find out. And if it's interesting enough, maybe we'll do a First 20 on Super Golden Card 78-1. I don't know. The very last thing I'm going to show you is this. What is that? Well, that's a Kepi. This is a controller, and apparently the guys didn't notice it at the store until I pointed it out to them. But this looked a little odd to me. Does it look a little odd to you? Now's your chance at home to guess. This is not the stick for an N64 controller. This is a GameCube stick, and I know that I've known that people did this, that they would mod N64 controllers to put in a GameCube stick, because the N64 controller, while very unique, the stick wears out. As you guys probably know, if you grew up with an N64 controller, some of them are completely limp. You can't even play with them anymore. Because the inside, the way it's designed, it grinds away and it eventually becomes nothing, especially if you push it really hard. They fix that with the GameCube, so there's people that will mod controllers and basically put a GameCube stick into N64. You can actually buy the kit to do it yourself online, or you can buy these controllers made like this. So after I realized that, I was like, that's, you know, that's a GameCube stick, and they you know, they thought it was cool, but I wanted it really badly because I've always wanted to try it. I've never actually tried one, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll play around with like Mario 64 and see how responsive it is, and if I like it. And if it's cool, then I'll let you guys know, and you can find them online and see if you can build one yourself or buy a custom-made one. Anyway, so that's what we wound up with. It was quite a big. I don't know, I shouldn't say quite a big spending day, but we certainly spent more on games today than we normally do, but they were all good purchases. I mean, getting Bucky O'Hare, Dragon Warrior 4, Baby Boomer, those are all, you know, really hard to find titles, especially Baby Boomer, and getting the controller was just a nice little bonus. Looks like you want to play. Maybe when you're older, honey. Maybe when you're older. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go to bed because it's incredibly late. And let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?
I don't like sour cream. Why do you put it on your taco then?
No.
I love sour cream though.
Cool.
It's like my favorite part of the taco.
I don't really like it. Oh, let's head left. Oh, no, nope, too big. Nope.
Gosh,
Gotta
I can't get locked
to
on.
a smaller section. I'm now going the wrong way down the road. Wrong day down the road. Now I'm going the right way down.
Oh, nope. Jesus Christ!
If I can make you guys crash, that would be optimal.
Oh! Ooh, I'm playing dangerous games with these skyscrapers right now.
Oh, of course!